Vice President Kamala Harris arrived in Guatemala yesterday in her first foreign trip since taking office, during which she also will go to Mexico. President Biden has put Harris in charge of addressing the root cause of the spike in people from Central America trying to cross the U.S. at the Mexican border. Harris's aides say corruption will be the central topic of her meetings with the Guatemalan president today and Mexican president on Tuesday. And she's also looking to get into commitments from them for more cooperation on border security and economic investment.
Okay.
So there you go. Harris's plane had to return some 30 minutes after taking off, though, from Joint Base Andrews in Maryland because of a landing gear problem. She got on another plane and arrived in Guatemala late on Sunday.
Okay.
So just in
she's
case
there
you heard
safe.
any,
Okay.
rumors going on about that, that's where they're at. Democratic Senator Joe Manchin of West Virginia said yesterday that he'll vote against a proposal from his own party to overhaul U.S. election law that Democrats say is crucial in protecting voting rights. With the Senate evenly divided 50-50 between the parties, Manchin's opposition almost certainly dooms the measure. In an op-ed in his state's Charleston Gazette-Mail newspaper, Manchin wrote, voting and election reform that is done in a partisan manner will all but ensure partisan divisions continue to deepen. Manchin appeared on both Fox News Sunday and CBS Face the Nation yesterday morning, saying he also opposes the legislation because he believes it's too broad. The legislation would restrict partisan of congressional districts, remove impedance of voting by requiring things like 15 days of early voting with no excuse absentee voting, and bring transparency to campaign financing. Democrats have presented it as pushing back against stricter voting laws that continue to pass in many Republican-led states since last November's election, which former President Donald Trump claimed was stolen via election fraud. So there you go.
Okay.
But these whole, voting laws, and that's one of the reasons why MLB pulled out of Georgia. They're saying that these stricter voting laws, kind of cripple, I guess, certain areas, poorer areas, and, it hurts the minority vote.
Right.
When you have these stricter voting laws. There was one argument, that side, and then the other side said it's like almost like voter suppression. And the other side says, hey, we want a tighter, more secure vote, but there's more steps to
do it. Right.
To do it. And, it's a back and forth. But my argument is it should be easier to vote. Pull up an app.
I mean, I think it's pretty easy right now. I've never had to jump through a lot of hoops.
Yeah, I mean, but if you can make laws to make it even easier,
I mean,
why not?
I've been fine.
Not harder.
I don't know how much easier it can get.
I mean, for us,
I've never had an issue.
Yeah, I mean,
Go in,
I guess
you
I
have
can't
your
argue
ID,
with that.
you have your name, your address. I mean, you can do it right here at the DMV.
Yeah.
I mean, it takes me not even 5 minutes. I don't know how much easier it can get.
I guess what do they want, like drive-throughs?
I don't know.
Kind of like the vaccine and the COVID shot.
I mean,
and the
I
testing.
don't know what else would be done.
One side's trying to tighten it up, the other side's trying to make it looser.
Well,
so just always arguing about something.
I was just, there at the DMV. You can even check the little box,
Yeah.
what party you're affiliated with.
Good to go.
Gets, sent right to your house, to your mailing address, your voter registration card. When it's time to vote, goes out. It tells you where to go. I don't know what else
Can it become
can
any
be done.
easier?
How much easier is that?
Some sad news. At least 3 people were killed and 6 others wounded in a shooting at a graduation party early Sunday morning in the latest recent mass shooting in Miami.
This is terrible.
Miami-Dade Police Director told reporters the party had just ended at a strip mall parking lot around 2 a.m. when one or more vehicles pulled up and opened fire. He said the 2 men also died when in their car crashed into the wall while fleeing from the scene. He said at least one gun was in the car, but the connection to the shooting was unclear. This Miami shooting comes after another over Memorial Weekend outside a banquet hall that left 3 people dead and 20 wounded. The Miami-Dade Police Director says this violence has to stop. This is extremely frustrating. Every weekend, it's the same thing.
Awful.
So very sad. Thoughts and prayers going out to everyone involved in
terrible.
Miami. This story coming from TMZ. A restaurant customer gets a deep fried towel with her chicken dinner. Yes.
Towel?
A woman who dined at a fast food restaurant says she ordered fried chicken. The restaurant threw in the towel.
Literally.
Alik Perez posted photos and video from Jollibee restaurant in the Philippines of the meal she got, and apparently it was pretty gross.
Ugh.
She wrote, quote, "Just something that frustrated me this late. We had Jollibee deliver via Grab." I guess that's their Grubhub.
Like, yeah.
Or,
DoorDash. Or
DoorDash.
something like that, right?
Ordered chicken for my son. While I was trying to get him a bite, I found a super hard, even slice. Tried to open it up with my hands, and surprisingly enough, it was a deep fried towel.
A towel.
Yes, so I'll show you guys if you're on Facebook Live.
Ugh.
Here goes the picture. This actually looks like chicken. There you go.
Gosh.
Here you go, Jess. See, doesn't that look like chicken?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
There's no way.
It's all battered up.
There's no way.
All battered up, ready to go.
Ugh.
Mm-hmm. So there you go.
Can't even imagine.
On June 3rd, Delmar Fire Department responded for a motor vehicle collision with a rollover on Melson Church Road. One patient transported to the hospital. Very sad. This is the vehicle rolled over, showing you guys on Facebook.
Oh, no.
So thoughts and prayers going out to everyone involved in that. On Saturday night in Ocean City, there was a crash on 62nd Street and Coastal Highway. Crash involving 5 scooters. One patient transported to Tidal Health Peninsula Regional. One patient refusal. One scooter operator fled the scene. Scooters were seen operating reckless in the area before the crash.
That's a shame.
That was coming from the Shore News Beacon. Also over the weekend, on Saturday, the Talbot Center alerted the Easton Volunteers along with St. Michael's and some other agencies for a fully involved vehicle fire threatening exposures. Utility 61 arrived on location with a fully involved truck with fire extended to a shed and another truck. Upon arrival, Engine 64's crew pulled the front bumper line and made the initial attack on the fully involved truck. Engine 68 was seconds behind 64. 68's crew pulled a cross sleigh from 64 and attacked the shed, while the engineer and cadet member on 68 hooked up the supply line between the two engines. Crews extinguished the fire quickly, only to find multiple containers of pesticides involved, declaring a hazmat incident. Now, this took place in Easton. This is from the Easton Volunteer Fire Department Facebook page. But you can see there that,
Oh my God.
yeah, it was pretty wild. This is, I know we're on the radio, guys. This is a lot of vision, a lot of visionary that I'm showing you guys if you're on our Facebook Live. That's why it pays to jump on our Facebook Live and follow us. Search the Power 1017 Facebook page. But that was a big incident that took place out of the Easton area. Okay. Also, if you guys have been down to Ocean City, you will notice the big Ferris wheel that Trippers Rides brought in last year at the inlet has been moved closer to the boardwalk by about 13 feet or so. And it makes for some interesting photos, and it's pretty neat. And it's kind of right behind the Marty's Playland Dolly's sign. So head on down there and check it out.
Check it out.
A lot of people were posting it up over the weekend. And it's huge.
I saw a picture of it, and at first I looked and I thought, is this like a Photoshop? Is this fake?
Yeah. Crazy.
I couldn't believe they moved it.
This coming from Shore News Beacon last night. Worcester County, Ocean City, traumatic injury, stabbing. Kingfish Street and Philadelphia Avenue. Reported fight with at least one person stabbed. Location given was at a mini golf. 2 persons were evaluated by EMS. One transported to Tidal Health. The second refused treatment. This was a breaking news story that was updated. The update from the OCPD last night at 7:50. One suspect in custody. One victim was treated by Ocean City Fire EMS, refused further treatment. The second victim transported, like I said. And that, of course, coming from Shore News Beacon. Also, Shore News Beacon last night. Wicomico County, Salisbury, fatal crash, motorcycle, North Salisbury Boulevard and Bridgeview Street. Reported motorcycle struck a tree. Command advising one fatality at the scene. And there was an extended closure, of course, last night. Eastern Shore Undercover. Reporting last night at 8:41 p.m. a suicidal subject. Route 50 in the area of Warwick and Salisbury. A suicidal subject walking on Route 50 westbound. His mother was behind him. He was walking in the area of Warwick. Caller advises he's running in and out of traffic. Caller advises he's paranoid, schizophrenic, and needs medical help. Update 8:45. Caller advises he's now laying down in the area of Winter Place Park Road. 8:49. Salisbury police now in the area. However, the subject is running in and out of the woods. And at 8:51, Salisbury police have now located the subject at the Livingstone's Church on Winter Place Parkway. So thoughts and prayers going out. And at 10:43 p.m. last night, man urinating on homes, Queen Anne Street.
Here we go.
In Salisbury.
Now you're acting up.
Salisbury police investigating a black male subject who is walking through random yards and urinating on houses.
Wow. Okay.
Okay? So, now you know. And now you know.
What is the problem?
It is a Bill and Jessica show. We got sports up next. Keep it locked.